Hello everyone, I hope you're taking it easy and your day has been great thus far. For this video we'll be going through a unboxing of the Grim Keeper the Cage Monster set 71455, and this particular set is out of the LEGO Dreams line, and I believe it was released sometime around 2023 within the first wave of Dreams. Can't be any more precise than that because I was late to the party with getting some of these Dream sets. But I can confirm release wave 2 has actually come out, and there's a few sets in there that I will go through in the later future. Anyway, front of the box for Grim Keeper the Cage Monster. I was always airy-fairy about this set because it has a bit of that mecha feel about it. But it's a very interesting look. But I am beginning to warm up to some of the Dream sets, but with that being said, I will not go too heavy on them, but some of them do look really cool. But there is one little thing that I don't like, which we'll get to once we flip it over. Yeah, front of the box, so we have the Cage Monster. I believe that's Mateo on some type of little glider. In fact, it's probably a Z-Blob glider based on that little head there. So, front of the box, top of the box, because I always do forget. So, in terms of minifigs, there's 2.5-ish. Krupa, Mateo, and Z-Blob. Now, back of the box. Now, I appreciate it's a bit of a gimmick part of the line itself. It irks me to a degree, but I understand why it's there. So Grim Keeper, the Cage Monster himself, will just be a singular build. But for those who don't like making choices, you do have to make a choice between doing Mateo on this little type of glider or on this one. Now I'm probably going to aim for this one, but me being me, will probably go through the build, start looking more at this one and go, I kind of wish I had another Grim Keeper just to do another one of that. Ironically enough, they do actually print on the box. Models cannot be built simultaneously. So there you go. It's probably LEGO's safety net to say, whilst it's on the packaging, don't let it fool you. It's one or the other, not both. Granted, it's the supplementary part of the set. The Cage Monster is the main feature. But yeah, if you're not a huge fan of having to make choices, the Dreams line will probably challenge you. Anyway, that's my little tidbit about the Dreams line. Thankfully I'm not getting too many of the sets because I may have to factor in for duplicates. I have already done it once with the Mateo and Z-Blob robot. At the point of this recording, I think there's, is it Ichu the Bunny? I've only got one of that set. The other alternative build hasn't really sunk in for me yet, but we'll see. But yeah, I could probably continue to rave and rant on about it, but now's not the time and place. Anyway, that's pretty much the box done. Time to crack open the box and have a look at basically what's in the manual, and see how many bags are actually going to comprise this build. And with everything out of the box, 3 bags and 1 manual. So, stock standard manual, go through bag number 1. I will admit, I do like some of these little comic arts within the actual build itself. So obviously, a lot of this will be building the Cage Monster. Does make me wonder if the Cage Monster will be pretty much exclusive to bag 1. I doubt it. So that was his main body. Bag number 2. So bag number 2 pretty much is going to do most of the Cage Monster, if not all the Cage Monster. I will admit I like how the legs are a bit more anatomically natural, as opposed to some of those weird little U-bends that we've seen with previous mecha armors. So about 50 pages into the booklets, and so far still going quite strong with the build. Some of the steps, if you saw the Z-Blob robot, probably look a little bit familiar, like some of the arms and the legs. There's a bit of parallels there, but I think I prefer this general look over other mecha type builds. So coming up into 80 odd steps, and we're still building the Crypt Keeper, Cage Monster, Grim Keeper. I don't know where I got Crypt from. 92, almost done. Little accessory. So just shy of 100 steps. There you go. Now the comic art versus the actual Lego product will be vastly different. I do like the actual comic art representation, but done quite well. And then bag number 3 is pretty much your alternative build. Mateo sporting the same look as he seems to be in every single set that he belongs to. So yes, page 78 is one way, page 88 is the other. I'll just quickly go through this. Bag number 3 doesn't have a lot of pieces in it, so it won't take too long to put together. So that's one version, and then the other version is, I don't even know what to say. I mean, they're both glider type looks by. So one's a bit of a fly, one's a bit more of a, could be more of a bike. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the build. The Dreams line from Wave 1. The Dreams series, which I haven't yet caught, but I've been told it's actually not too bad. And the parts is. So that was the manual. As for the bags, so we know there's going to be a bag number 1, which will pretty much do the body of the Cage Monster, and we also know there's a minifig in there as well. Bag number 2 will pretty much complete the Cage Monster. I will admit I'm very happy that that has been pre-printed as opposed to a sticker. In fact, there is actually no stickers included with this set, which may come as a relief to some. Bag number 2 does have a small little bag included as well, which is to be expected. There are some small parts to use as well. That's bag number 2. And then lastly, bag number 3, as we know, is pretty much your, well, it's pretty much your 2-in-1 component of the set. So depending how you feel, you'll either do the little aerial glider or more of that bike speeder type look. The minifig from Mateo is pretty much stock standard, so it doesn't matter which one you do, as well as Z-Blob's head, depending where you decide to put his head. So that is the little bag number 3. So at the end of the day, it's pretty much the Cage Monsters, the main feature of this set. That pretty much brings us to the end of the unboxing of the Grim Keeper, the Cage Monster set 71455. And this is once again out of the Lego Dreams line. Looks pretty fun and exciting. Obviously, as I've mentioned a few times before, the Cage Monster is pretty much the main piece of the set. It does look like it'll be nice, fun and easy to put together. It'll be very interesting to see what his actual height is upon completion. Do I get a second one solely for the alternative build for the last part? We'll see. I know there's plenty of the set at retail. It will just come down to, do I get one now or do I wait until Wave 1 starts hitting the clearance prices and then snag one at a little bit cheaper? Then time will tell. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account. Link is in the description. Otherwise, it's the same handle as the channel. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in a future video. See ya.